What is up, guys? How are you? My name is Tim with Lawn and Beyond, and I just want to make this quick video while I am in the office right now. I got a clutter mess everywhere. If you can see, I am just organizing, going through all my files right now. It just snowed. We got done with the snow, so we got probably a couple days until we're back at leaf cleanups again. It's been crazy with leaf cleanups. Have not been able to actually sit down and focus and really get things organized. So yeah, it's been a mess. But as going through some papers, I just want to give you kind of a quick mindset, maybe where you are coming from if you're just starting your lawn care company, and where you can go with it. So when I first started, I was homeless, and this was just about almost 6 years ago now. And during that time, I was just trying to hustle for the first 2 years. I didn't know really what I wanted from the business. I didn't know really where to go with the business. And I've always had the entrepreneur mindset. You know, it's just I could always make a dollar from anywhere, and I could always think of ways to, you know, maybe slowly profit or increase, you know, say market something up a value. But I never really found the true value of myself and what I was worth. And especially after years and years and years of being homeless, I had kind of lost myself and lost, I guess, my value of who I was and what I was worth. And, you know, I was homeless because of drugs and just poverty. And so anyways, to get into it, I wanted to quickly share that I wanted to share with you a couple of I have this business plan I have here. Let me turn the camera around. So here is the business plan, and I had wrote this 2015, and this was just going to be a 3-year projection plan for where I thought I could grow the business. So first thing, this was when I first started out after a year of just grinding and just trying to hustle and make some money, make revenue to meet day-to-day needs. I created this business plan here. And I created it because I know back in high school I created business plans because I wanted to try and maybe see if I would be able to get some sort of loan of some sort, because I had no credit when I started. I had absolutely no tools, no equipment. I didn't have a job at the time. I didn't have anything. And so I was like, man, I really need to figure out some money. You know, I'm just making day-to-day money that I can barely need to survive, and I barely have enough customers I'm taking care of. And so I wanted to present this. So I presented this business plan that I created and I worked on. And I don't even remember what kind of loan I was trying to get. I think it wasn't even that much, to be honest. It was less than 10 grand, right? It was like maybe 5 grand just to maybe get some sort of good mower and some, you know, quality tools like a trimmer and whatever. And so let me show you my projections real quick on my bar graph. So in 2015, yes, I wrote the whole executive summary, mission statements. Now this was my projections, what I thought I was gonna do. Seriously, I seriously thought I was gonna make just over 40,000. I think this is $45,000 the first year, and be negative 20 grand because it was all gonna be reinvested into the company, right? And look at year 2. I have just about $90,000 in sales, and year 3 is just reaching $100,000. Okay. Now, if you think about that those numbers might look, you know, like, oh, that's not bad, right? It seems manageable, but honestly, I had no idea anything about real profit margins, how to increase profit margins, and how to make sales. I didn't know much about marketing and how to get new clients. And so this is just off the top of my head, never doing business in my life, right? And so let me show you some more numbers here. So I guess this was the startup requirements, what I thought I was gonna try and get. Equipment, $2,500. My truck transmission went out, so I was looking to get that fixed. And then total assets, $5,100. $140 setup for the rent for the garage that we're renting out. We're still renting it, but so I think I was trying to get a loan for $51.40, right? Oh my god, that's it, ridiculously low. Okay, so this is just target marketing, sales forecast. So gross revenue. This is what my small projections. I thought, April 3,000. We're gonna go keep increasing all the way up until October and hit 6,500, which would have actually been quite a bit for October, first starting out. So here's the total sales I thought I was gonna hit. These numbers are ridiculously low, guys, because actually the numbers that I did hit, I think that year, wasn't too much higher than the 46. I think I did about 75, maybe 75,000. The second year we hit, it was about 120 grand, right? Because I was just still learning stuff. Still a lot of junk coming out of my head that I didn't think I was worthy. I wasn't worth it. I thought rich people were assholes, and I don't want to be an asshole. I thought I shouldn't ask for that much money, right? Even though look where I'm living, I'm barely making in a 1-bedroom with my entire family, in a 4-family flat. But it was after that second year, it was that third year where things started finally clicking and moving for me, and I asked for $109,000 is what I thought I was going to project with, probably barely any profit margin, right? Maybe $10,000. I think we did 100. I haven't seen the papers. It's been a while. It was last year, but we hit $180,000, and I think we had a pretty good profit margin. I think it was about 20%, and on 180,000, that's not bad. That's $36,000, guys. And yes, I did, reinvest most all that money back into the company. Just buying stuff. As you can see, we've been kind of growing. We got the dump trailer this year. We had purchased 2 trucks, an enclosed trailer, and had to buy a bunch of maintenance. We bought a mower. Some of these things were financed, though, like the mowers. We financed all the mowers just because it's 0%. So no reason for me just to throw all my cash at one thing. And so I want to tell you, if your numbers are looking like mine were when I first started, I want to tell you, if you really study business, study your market, and learn sales and marketing, as well as learn how to figure out, the best way to keep your profit margins high, at least 20, I say 20 to 30. So, I try to keep mine now at, at least 25%, which is, pretty good for our market standard, I would say. If you can get higher than 25%, you're doing really well. And this year we're projected just to be probably almost at $300,000, guys, at the end of this year. And so just those numbers alone, 3 years ago, there's no way I would have ever thought that. Even me saying that and thinking that now, I almost think that's low, because I'm continuing to try to grow. I'm continuing to try to do big things and get to that 100,000, or get to that, that $1 million mark. At least, do $100,000 in a month would be awesome. And as we slowly grow, I'm not single. I do have a wife and kids, so I can't give as much as I would have liked to. And my wife's not working either. Since we have all our children, she's stay-at-home mom. And so it is difficult to kind of grow a business with a family, but it is possible. And I'm proving it to you guys that, in 3 years you can reach, at least 180,000. Most of it was all in my mind. Like, I seriously had to, when I'm out there estimating, I would, for some reason, always lowball myself. I'd go in there like I had a number that I wanted to give them, and all of a sudden when I'm talking to them, I get scared, and then I undercut myself. I get the job, but I probably would have got that job anyways. And what I've been trying to work on is giving a higher value that isn't really cost more money, but it's really you're providing value to your clients through maybe a really good CRM that you're doing, your follow-ups, just your communication with your clients, will bring that value of yourself so much higher. Our insurance that we have is, at $1 million. So we were only spending $600 on insurance. That was liability, right? And now this year we are spending, between workman's comp and insurance, it's over $10,000 for all the trucks, all the trailers, all the mowers, equipment, and it was it hurt a lot. I was scared, still a little scared. It's winter time now, things slowing down, and I want to have enough revenue to continue strong in the spring. But you got to just, when there's something that you have to do, you should just go out there and do it. Don't be scared, and just bite the bullet. You got to go with it, even if it's scary, if you think it's gonna hurt you, but it kind of will give you that, give you that push to go forward and make the tough decisions that you need to do. Don't be scared in your company, in your business, and whatever you're doing, especially service-based business. If you're just starting it, because the entry level is so small, and you might be scared that, oh, everybody's undercutting you and whatnot. But honestly, guys, there's a lot of people that will pay, a good dollar for a good company, a reliable company. And we're one of the, we're one of the smallest. I wouldn't say smallest, but we look like a larger company than we probably are to a lot of the people, because at max in peak season this year, we only had 5 employees plus myself in the field, so 6 guys in the field. And right now there's just 2 employees with me, and we are full-time. I did keep them full-time, but we're not very big, like it may look like. And we're, all the trucks and everything that we're setting things up for next year, because we're going to have 2 mowing crews, a landscape crew, and hopefully we're going to be starting an organic fertilizing crew. And so with that said, we got everything lined up, all the equipment purchased. So next year we hope that all the profit margin could be thrown back into the company, so we can become debt free real fast, because we did take out loans. I built my credit enough to be able to take out a loan pretty much for anything I need, and I don't use it all the time, but when it's necessary, I will use it and buy it once we reached max capacity for whatever. So yeah, I hope this video can help you with anything that you may be trying to do in your business. For any limited thoughts that you may have that you think you can't do, yes, you can. And I give all glory to God, Jesus Christ, because He's the one who took me from my homeless self. And I'd say He's the one who's pushing me real hard to keep going forward, because in myself, I am weak and vulnerable, and I can get really lethargic. I can get really lazy. I can get really fearful, like a fear set minded. I don't know why, but it just sometimes happens. And it was like especially you're going after these bigger jobs. Oh my gosh, like the biggest job we had this year, maybe around $10,000. But prior to that, last year, our biggest job was only $2,000. So next year, if we're picking up $20,000 jobs, $30,000 jobs, and we're gonna spend there a week at this job site, that'll be pretty cool. I would definitely say, if you've never had the experience and stuff, because I don't have a lot of landscape experience, and so especially doing estimates for it, because if you mess up at a $30,000 job and do that estimate versus like a couple $1,000s and you go negative, shoot, it's bad enough if you're breaking even, but if you go negative, you're really gonna hurt yourself, say losing several thousand versus a couple $100. Because I did do it like a retaining wall a couple years ago, and when my very first retaining wall, it's horrible. It should have been like $5,000 all day, and I bid it at $2,000, and I went negative. I worked for free, paid my employees. I had a contractor, and I didn't make any money, and I was there constantly every day after work for like a good couple of weeks, just trying to get it done. And now, man, learning experience the hard way. So, all right, guys, I gotta get going, clean this office room up. We'll see you later. I know I've been saying I'll post more videos, so this is just another one. But I gotta clean this office up before I really start doing stuff for you guys. So, all right, love you. God bless.